Ambassador David Chun had been humanity's finest diplomat, a man who had negotiated peace treaties across 17 star systems and prevented 4 separate interstellar conflicts through sheer force of personality and unwavering dedication to dialogue. When a galactic empire summoned him to their capital world of Imperius Prime for urgent negotiations, he went without hesitation, despite intelligence warnings about increased hostility toward human representatives. The Empire's message was clear. Humanity would accept protectorate status under Imperial rule or face the consequences. Chen's response was equally clear. Humanity valued its independence and preferred mutual cooperation over subjugation. Empress Vexura, the crystalline entity who ruled the 1,000 worlds of the Empire, did not appreciate his answer. In a fit of rage that would doom her entire civilization, she ordered Chen's immediate execution. The human diplomat was dragged from the negotiation chamber and publicly vaporized in the Imperial Plaza, his death broadcast across the galaxy as a warning to other defiant species. The Empire expected humanity to capitulate in fear. They received something else entirely. President Elizabeth Morrison stood before the emergency session of the Terran Senate, her face carved from stone as she held up a holographic image of David Chen's final moments. The chamber fell silent as representatives watched their most accomplished peacemaker die for the crime of defending human dignity. David Chun spent his life building bridges, Morrison said, her voice carrying across the hushed assembly. He believed in the power of words, in the possibility of understanding between species, in the hope that rational beings could coexist without violence. She paused, letting the weight of his loss settle over the room. They murdered him for that belief. The president's next words would reshape the balance of power across the galaxy. As of this moment, humanity is at war with the Galactic Empire. Not a limited engagement, not a police action, total war. The Empire's first indication that they had made a catastrophic error came 3 days later when their border fortress at Rigel Station simply vanished from all sensors. Admiral Sarah Thompson's stealth fleet had slipped past every detection grid, reducing the massive installation to atoms before disappearing back into the void. No distress signals, no survivors. Just empty space where a fortress and 10,000 Imperial troops had been moments before. Emperor Xiaxthon, Vexera's military commander, dismissed it as a fluke. The humans were primitives, barely capable of interstellar flight. One lucky strike meant nothing against the Empire's vast military machine. His confidence lasted exactly 72 hours. The Second Battle of Proxima became the stuff of military legend. Commander Jake Rodriguez faced impossible odds. His squadron of 12 human fighters against an Imperial battle group of 60 ships. By all tactical calculations, it should have been a massacre. It was, just not the way the Empire expected. Rodriguez's pilots fought with a precision and fury that defied comprehension. They used every asteroid, every piece of space debris, every gravitational anomaly as a weapon. When their missiles ran out, they rammed enemy vessels. When their ships were crippled, they ejected and continued fighting in powered armor. The sole surviving Imperial captain's report was dismissed as combat hysteria. They fight like beings possessed, sir, as if each one carries the soul of their murdered diplomat. They show no fear, no hesitation. They are terrifying. Within 6 months, humanity's war machine reached full stride. General Patricia Hayes led the ground assault on Terminus 7, liberating a slave labor camp where millions of sentient beings toiled under Imperial brutality. Her Marines moved through the facility like angels of death, methodically executing every Imperial overseer they encountered. "This is for David Chun," Hayes announced over the camp's communication system as the last Imperial flag was torn down. "And for every being you've enslaved in your arrogance." The liberated prisoners watched in awe as human medics tended to their wounds and human engineers began dismantling their shackles. These weren't conquerors replacing the Empire. They were liberators with a mission. As the war entered its second year, the Empire's confidence crumbled. Their primitive enemies had proven to be tactical geniuses, employing strategies the Empire had never encountered. Humanity fought not for territory or resources, but for something far more dangerous: principle. Empress Vexera's final transmission to Earth was a desperate plea for negotiation. President Morrison's response was broadcast across the galaxy. You had your chance for diplomacy. His name was David Chun, and you murdered him. Now you face the consequences. The Empire learned too late that killing a human peacemaker was the surest way to unleash humanity's capacity for war.